In this video, we're going to address a couple drills, exercises that can be utilized to help improve neck rotation, the ability to turn our head if there's a block there, and reduce some muscle tension within the neck, shoulders, and upper back. Now, that said, it's important that prior to any of these exercises, especially if you have neck pain, upper back pain, shoulder, that you do consult a licensed and qualified healthcare professional to make sure that you don't have any contraindications to exercise, that before you embark on some sort of exercise regimen to help improve some of these conditions that ultimately want to make some headway on, reducing pain or reducing muscle tension, for example, that exercise is going to be the most appropriate thing for you. So that said, if exercise has been cleared and these are things that you can utilize to help improve your condition, then plugging them in should mean that your range of motion improves, that muscle tension reduces, that pain reduces, because you should see those positive changes from these drills. You should not see the opposite. You should not have more muscle tension. You should not have worse range of motion, and you should not have more pain. So let's talk about some of these drills. First off, we're going to utilize a dead bug variation. The dead bug is an exercise we've covered on this channel before, so you can go back and review that if needed. But dead bug, we can either keep our feet flat on the floor, or we can lift them into position as such. We're going to take an exercise mini band here, place it around the wrist. What that's simply going to do is going to give us something to push out against. All right, by pushing out against this band, we're going to get more activity of our scapular stabilizers, and that's going to help bring our scapula and our thoracic spine into more ideal position, which is fundamental to healthy and optimal cervical spine function. So if we want to have a spine and a neck that rotates well, we need to have a well-functioning thoracic spine and shoulder stabilizers. That said, once we're in this position, we're going to press outward against the band. Head's going to be against the floor. If you can't because of some challenges, you can prop a pillow, a towel under your head. What we want to maintain is a neutral spine position. We don't want the chin jutting upward, so we want our chin tucked, good alignment there. And then from here, we just want to work pure rotation from one side to the next. Working back and forth with a smoothness, so we don't need to go through this quickly, rush it. Just want to make sure we're getting good, complete range of motion. And in doing so, we should optimize the way our neck wants to rotate. So again, after doing this, if it's a positive thing for you, you should feel an immediate change for the better, whether it is, like I said, reduced pain, muscle tension, or the improvement in range of motion. If that's something that works well for you, great. We can also move into a little bit more challenging variation, where we can lay on a side, okay, kind of in a side bridge position, be it with the legs stacked as such. We come up more so from the knees, or we can come from the feet. And then from here, again, good neutral spine position, abdominal brace set. We can work cervical spine rotation. A little bit more challenging here because the tendency can be for the head and the neck to fall into some lateral flexion. We want to avoid that. So we want our head perfectly aligned with our spine, and then from there, not losing that alignment as we rotate. You can certainly work both sides, but depending upon your limitation in rotation, it might dictate what side you may need to work more than the other. So I hope these drills help you in improving that range of motion of your neck, reducing that muscle tension. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for listening.